Hi viewers, myself Bibhas Chaudhary, Chartered Accountant cum Astrologer, and I welcome you back to my channel Astro Bibhas. In this video, we'll be discussing about the effects of the transit of Sun from Virgo to Libra on all ascendants. Sun will be transiting from Virgo on 17th October 2020 at 7:06 am and it will remain in Libra till 16th November 2020 till 6:53 am in the morning. Sun is debilitated in Libra, and in comparison to the last year transit in October 2019 vis-a-vis October 2020, we will see that in last year October 2019, Venus was there to cancel the debilitation of the Sun. But in this October 2020, Venus is not playing the role of cancellation of debility of the Sun. This means that in our parampara, in our traditional Jyotish, 7th house has been considered to be the house of darkness for the Kal Purush. Hence, this debility of the Sun or this transit of the Sun from 17th October till 16th November 2020 will not be auspicious for most of us because the debility of the Sun has not been cancelled. Viewers, I would also like to mention that since this is the 7th house, the house of the darkness, so this transit of Sun earmarks many important festivals in India. Let us start with Aries Ascendant. For Aries Ascendant, Sun is Lord of 5th and will be placed in the 7th house of debilitation. Since there is no Nicha Bhanga, there is no cancellation of debility, hence the person born in Aries Ascendant will have problem in 3 spheres of his life. Number 1 with their children, number 2 in their love life, number 3 with respect to their decision making capability. With respect to children, there may be 2 issues. Either the native will get annoyed or disturbed with the behavior of the child that he may often scold them, or if the person is not having child, then the person will be moving from one place to another, from one doctor to another, or from one relative to another, discussing about how to get a child. With respect to the love life, the person will have differences of opinion with their love partners. Hence, it is requested to them that they should adhere to their love partners on whatever advice they give. Secondly, it is also requested to the Aries Ascendant native that if they are willing to or if they are going to propose their better half for love marriage, then this is not a good time for them to do it. It is requested that they should keep up their proposal till 16th November, that is for 1 month, and then thereafter they shall make the proposal so that it will avoid unnecessary quarrels and mood swings with the partners. With respect to their decision making capability, it is advised that they should not take any important decisions in their life in this moment of time because of 2 reasons. Either they will be indecisive or they will be of dual minds. With respect to Taurus Ascendant, Sun is Lord of 4th and placed in the 6th house, again in the house of debility with no Nicha Bhanga. Hence, the person will have issues with respect to his mother, with respect to education, and with respect to his emotional happiness. With respect to his mother, there may be chances that her health may not be good, so he needs to take care of his mother. There may also be chances that he may have differences of opinion with his mother or with persons who are from his maternal side. There may also be a possibility that he may feel neglected from his mother. With respect to the education, there are chances that his concentration will not be good as it was in the month of September, October, because Sun is already in a very niche avastha. Therefore, the native should revise his assignments on a regular basis so that he does not get out of track in the coming one month. With respect to his happiness, person should always take care of his mental stability because that only determines the happiness in the mind of any people. So there is a possibility I will not say possibility, there is a 100% confirmation that the person of the Taurus ascendant will be feeling emotionally depressed, and mentally he will be also be feeling depressed. Hence the persons are requested to meditate and do yoga so that they can overcome all these emotional disturbances and mental instabilities. I would also suggest an advice in the form of remedy to the Taurus ascendant people, that they should do the mantra of the Chandra Devata. And if you are not keen in doing mantra, or you do not have time to do mantra, then it is requested that in the evening you should always bow down to the Chandra Devata and pray for your emotional stability and peace. With respect to Gemini ascendant, Sun is Lord of third and it's placed in fifth house. Again, it's in the house of debility and with no Nicha Bhanga. Hence, the person born in Gemini ascendant are requested to take care of the relationship with their spouse, children, and siblings, because either their health or they will definitely have, or there are chances that they may definitely have difference of opinion and misunderstanding amongst themselves. Hence, I would just advise the Gemini ascendant people to pray Lord Hanuman, especially the Anjani form of Hanuman, so that they can overcome the relationship problem with their spouse, children, and siblings. With respect to Cancer ascendant, Sun is Lord of second house and is placed in fourth, again in the house of debility with no Nicha Bhanga. Hence, the person who are born in Cancer ascendant will have problem in three spheres of his life: income, food, and speech. With respect to income, this is not a good time, because the Lord of income and wealth is in debility. Hence, the flow of income will definitely reduce, or whatever funds you have given to others, there are less chances that they will repay you back in this period of time. In this period of time, your expenditure will also go up. Hence, you are requested to be careful on this aspect. With respect to food, there are chances that you will like to consume junk food and tamasic food, and you will also be frequently visiting to restaurants or nearby dhabas to satisfy your appetite. Hence, it is requested to take control of these things, because ultimately it will affect your health. With respect to speech, you will see in the chart that Rahu is also having a Rashi Drishti over the Sun, Moon, and Mercury, which means that your speech will be harsh and you will not even take care of the emotional status of the person with whom you are talking to. Hence, please take care of your speech also. I would like to suggest a remedy to the person born in Cancer ascendant, that they should pray to Mahalakshmi during this period of transit, so that they may overcome the negative effects of their income and speech and food related issues. With respect to Leo ascendant, Sun is the Lord of the Lagna and is placed in third house, again in debility with no Nicha Bhanga. Over here, I would like to caution the native that this is the phase where your confidence will be low, your courage will be low, your thought process will be low, and ultimately your intelligence and thinking capability will also be low. Hence, it is advised to this person, to the person who are born in Leo ascendant, that they should pray to Shiva with a Panchakshari mantra of Namah Shivaya. They should do 3 malas on a daily basis, so that they should retain their confidence, so that they should have the courage, they should have the boldness to undertake all kind of job. And this mantra will also help in removing their emotional disturbances and their emotional instability within themselves. With respect to Virgo ascendant, Sun is the Lord of 12th house in second house, again in debility with no Nicha Bhanga. Hence, the person born in Virgo ascendant will have issues with respect to their expenditures, with respect to travels, and with respect to their spiritualism life. With respect to expenditures, there are chances that their expenditure will increase with no increase in their income. The person may also have a tendency to withdraw or encash their fixed deposits or withdraw from LIC or from the pension fund or PF fund which they have invested so that they can use it at the time of retirement. Hence, the person should be cautious on this and shall try not to withdraw and encash any fund from this retirement funds. With respect to travel, it is requested that the person should avoid travel during these places, because ultimately what will happen is that you will end up in spending your money. And since 12th Lord is in second house, hence there are no chances that you will have a better income. So you should avoid unnecessary travels. But the best part of this transit is that the person will be spiritual, will start imbibing spiritualism within themselves, as a result of which they will come into the occult sphere of the life. I would like to suggest a remedy to the Virgo ascendant, that they should pray to Vimla Devi for their well-being and also for overcoming the negative effects of this transit of Sun. With respect to Libra ascendant, Sun is Lord of 11th, placed in Lagna, again in Neech and with no Neech Bhang or cancellation of debility. Sun for Libra ascendant is a Badhak. Hence, the person will have bad effect on his confidence, on his health, on his flow of income, on his ego, on his success. The person, due to all these obstruction, will become angry day by day. His anger will increase, and there may also be chances that the person may have or may inculcate blood pressure. So the person is advised to do meditation and to do yoga on a regular basis, so that they should not have any emotional disturbances or mental stability. Not mental stability, it is mental instability. I would also like to suggest a very important remedy for the Libra ascendant people, that they should do Mahamrityunjay Jap on a daily basis. At least one mala should suffice, so that their health, their courage, their confidence will remain intact. I would like to place to the viewers that my Lagna is Libra. So I am also doing this mantra on a regular basis since the past 1 month. With respect to Scorpio ascendant, Sun is Lord of 10th and placed in 12th house. Hence, the person born in a Scorpio ascendant will struggle with their job status. They may have frequent disturbances in their job. Whatever work they will try to do, there may be chances that there will be errors, and the seniors or superiors will definitely scold them or tell ill about them. These persons may also develop a psycho fear in their mind that they will be harmed by the enemies, though they do not know who are the enemies, because 12th house is the house of hidden enemies. So they will always be afraid that they will be harmed by the enemies during this period of time. A good part of this Scorpio ascendant will be that these natives will be spending some part of their wealth in religious activities or religious deeds. Maybe they may be donating to the poor people, or they may be donating to the charitable institutions. I would like to suggest a remedy for Scorpio ascendant, that they should do Hanuman Chalisa on a daily basis, at least 7 times for a period of next 9 days. With respect to Sagittarius ascendant, Sun is 9th Lord, placed in 11th house. Hence, the person's fortune and his relation with father or people from his paternal side will definitely be affected. It may be possible that the person may think that the fortune will be coming, but it is possible that he may not be lucky during this period of time. With respect to his father, it is advised that the person should take care of the health of his father, and he should not have a difference of opinion with them, because the person may think that he is getting neglected by his father. So the person should take care of this. Due to the planetary movement, the person is thinking that the father is not taken care of, or is devoid of paternal bliss. But the matter is that his father loves him. So the person should be positive, and accordingly he should take care of the situation. With respect to Sagittarius ascendant, I would like to suggest a remedy that they should do a Dakshinamurti mantra. The mantra is Om Namo Bhagavate Dakshinamurtaye. This mantra can be done thrice on a daily basis, starting from Navratra for the next 9 days, so that he may overcome with the negative effects of the transit of Sun on them. With respect to Capricorn ascendant, Sun is the lord of 8th and placed in 10th house. Again in debility with no Nichabhanga, no cancellation of debility. Hence, the person will have sudden ups and downs in his career. The person will not imagine, will not understand why suddenly he has been scolded by his boss, why suddenly a work given to him has been taken off and given to another person, why he has been asked to work from home and not to come to office, why his leaves have been cancelled. These all things will happen during this period of time. The person of Capricorn ascendant will also have one problem. If they have debts, then what they will do is that they will square off the earlier debts by taking new debts. Ultimately, what will happen is that nothing will happen. He will be not be paying interest in one bank, but he will be paying the interest in another bank. Similarly, if a person is not having any debt, then also he will try to purchase some luxurious item and take them on loan. So person is requested to take control of their expenditure and debt. But the best part of Capricorn ascendant is that he will have interest in studying occult science, either Jyotish Shastra or numerology. We can talk about astrology, tarot card reading, psychic healing, and related such occult sciences. I would like to suggest a remedy for the Capricorn ascendant, that they should pray to Ma Kali, so that the evil effects, one of the worst evil effects of the 8th house, will be removed from them. With respect to Aquarius ascendant, Sun is 7th lord and placed in 9th house, again in debility with no Nichabhanga, no cancellation in debility. So the person born in Aquarius ascendant will have problem in their relationship with the spouse. There may be chances that due to a very strong misunderstanding, they may go for extramarital affairs, go for union with other women also. I'll not confirm it. That has to be based on the specific charts or the individual charts, and then only analysis can be made. It might also be possible that some person may prefer going live-in relationship, which I will advise not to go, because this is not a good period of time to start a new relationship. With respect to profession, there may be chances that the business or the profession which you are doing will not have adequate income. There may be losses. There may be chances that the order which you have placed will be delayed, or the customer who have promised you that they will make the payment will not give the payment to you during this period of time, and as a result of which you will have a cash crunch, you will have a working capital liquidity problem, and you have to go to bank to take a loan. So you should take care of your funds. I would like to suggest a remedy for Aquarius ascendant, that they should pray to Shiva, the Mahadev, so that they can get rid of the negative effects of the transit of Sun on their ascendant. With respect to Pisces ascendant, Sun is 6th lord in the 8th house. I will not say it's a good combination, though many of them will say it's a Viparit Raj Yoga. I'm not denying it. Viparit Raj Yoga means that your hardship, your difficulties, your problems, whatever you are facing today, will definitely convert into blessings and will give you a Raj, that it will give you a fruit. It will not be a curse to you, it will be a blessing in disguise to you. But I just like to caution the Pisces ascendant people that it's 6th Lord in 8th house. You will definitely have problem in your job. Either there may be chances that you may switch over to your job, or if you have switched over to your job, then the new job will also not find comfortable to you because of the environment. I'm not talking about the bosses and the superior, the subordinate. I'm talking about the environment where you are working with. Second, health. There may be chances that you may develop some disease. I will not say it's a permanent disease. It will be a temporary only that can be cured through the intervention of a doctor. But the thing is that your health will not be good. And once the health is not good, then both mentally and emotionally as well as physically, the person is unfit. Now, major thing is that if you are having if you are having a wife, means if you are married, then there may be chances that you will have difference of opinion with a wife. I am not saying sure, but there are possibilities that you will have difference of opinion with your wife. If your wife is spiritual, then you will be removed out of the curse, because Pisces is the ascendant of rishis. And if your wife is already spiritual, then this curse, this blemish will not fall on you. So you should take care of your wife, and you should take care so that there should not be any misunderstanding between you and your spouse. I would like to suggest a remedy to the Pisces ascendant, that they should pray to the Surya Narayan, that is Surya Devata. Every morning at 6:30 or 7, they should pour water to the sun god and tell a mantra, Om Suryaya Namaha. They should recite the mantra 108 times early in the morning, and this will help them in warding off the evil effects of this transit of the sun till 16 November 2020.
Thank you so much, friends. And in case you want to learn astrology, then connect to my astrology channel by subscribing to the channel, and also click on the bell icon so that you do not miss any important videos and any important updates of my channel on regular basis. Thank you once again.